¿Qué pasa, amigos? My name is Ash, and today I want to talk about the leak of Battlefield's FIRESTORM trailer, how I feel about what we saw, and what we can expect going forward. Since Battlefield 5's launch in November, we have been told that there will be a Battle Royale mode releasing in March of this year. After the initial FIRESTORM trailer was released, which revealed very little about the game, radio silence was then initiated around the topic of FIRESTORM. EA has kept this game mode under wraps for the most part, keeping fans in the dark. This, of course, was up until yesterday, although technically EA was planning to keep us away from FIRESTORM details. A leak on YouTube provided the community with a full reveal trailer for the Battle Royale mode FIRESTORM. Over the course of this video, I want to highlight the major details that were revealed in this trailer and my impressions of the game from a distance. Starting with the major points of the trailer, we head first to the gameplay itself. FIRESTORM will in fact feature all sorts of military vehicles like helicopters, tanks, and boats. While some of the lower level vehicles may be randomly placed around the map, the more deadly military vehicles will have to be earned. Which brings us to our next detail. Like we talked about in my previous FIRESTORM video, which will be linked down below, there will be objectives across the map that players can complete to unlock those vehicles, as well as epic level loot weapons and possibly armor and equipment. It was shown that there will also be safes placed around the map, which I can only assume is a sort of chest style loot system. In the trailer, the player was picking the lock of the safe, making it seem as though safes contain higher level loot, but also take time to access, making them tough to go for right at the start of a game, as you will get gunned down before being able to access those locked away high tier weapons. The loot system in the game features 3 tiers of loot: common, rare, and epic. The trailer revealed that higher tiered weapons will have special upgrades like extended mags and scopes. While it wasn't 100% confirmed, it seems that this loot system will kill any chance of an attachment loot mechanic. This is a feature within looting that I and many other people love. Finding the right attachment for your gun brings another small level of excitement to the game. Hunting for those perfect attachments to trick out your gun of choice adds an additional depth to the loot system as well. Much like Apex Legends, FIRESTORM will have all guns in one class running on a single ammo type, meaning all rifles will have the same ammo, submachine guns will all have a specific ammo type, and so on. They will also be bringing backpacks into the game, allowing players to expand their inventory. The inventory expansion seems to affect the amount of equipment a player can carry, as guns and ammo won't take up space in these backpack slots. Like we said, equipment will be making its way into FIRESTORM as well, with the trailer focusing on anti-vehicle equipment like C4, landmines, and other anti-personnel and anti-vehicle explosives. Equipment will surely be crucial to survival in FIRESTORM, as vehicles seem extremely powerful, especially if a single team is facing one head-to-head. The trailer also made it very clear that there will not be any class-specific abilities, which in my opinion is a very disappointing detail to learn about. The class system has always been a key mechanic in the Battlefield franchise, and I think they really missed out on an opportunity by leaving them out of FIRESTORM. Moving right along, healing items were not explicitly talked about in the trailer, but you can see each player carrying a specific number of syringes in their inventory, implying that there will be no auto healing in FIRESTORM. Another detail that wasn't outright explained is the armor system. Above all of the players' health bars were additional bars of what we can only assume is their armor or shield levels. Armor will presumably be another facet of the game that featured a tier system, as players had various amounts of armor bars above their basic health bar. In addition to this, we saw that when players are down, they have the ability to pull out a pistol and protect themselves from the enemy team attempting to finish them off, which I fully expect players to do fervently, as there will be no respawn system in FIRESTORM. So once you bleed out or an enemy finishes you off, it's game over for you or that teammate. Personally, I am not a fan of this concept. I feel a downed enemy should be taken out of the fight, but I commend them for adding unique mechanics and features into their take on the Battle Royale genre. The trailer also showed us that there will be in fact squads, duos, and singles modes, which I think we can all agree is a great move on their part. Next up, we have the FIRESTORM map itself. The entire map was shown only for a few seconds, making it hard to make any concrete statements about its size or density, but at first glance the FIRESTORM map does not appear terribly big. With that being said, there were ominous clouds that covered a large part of the map. This is either an intentional move to keep the rest of the map secret, or a ploy to make it appear bigger than it really is. While a smaller map is not an inherently bad sign, especially given that FIRESTORM will only run 64-player lobbies, it may prove to be an issue in the future. Or we could all be shocked and FIRESTORM may expand the map with later DLC while expanding the per-game player count simultaneously. Only time will tell with this and many other specific details, but speculating and brainstorming is always a good time. Finally, it was shown that the Circle, aka the FIRESTORM, would leave full destruction in its path, destroying all buildings and structures it passes over. Again, I applaud EA for making a unique move like this with their game, but these small unique features aren't enough to put their Battle Royale over the top. So those were the major points of the trailer. Now let's get into the speculation and opinion portion of the video. Honestly, I was extremely unimpressed by what I saw in the leaked trailer. Yes, it was leaked, and maybe it hadn't been released for a reason. And that reason could have been the less than ideal graphics and destruction animations we saw in the trailer. This could have easily been an early version of the game, but if it's not, Firestorm is in real trouble. Other than the aesthetics, the overall game just seemed average and lacking real innovation. The reveal proved to us that Firestorm won't be bringing some key battle royale elements to their take on the genre, while also showing us that it won't be adding any unique game-changing mechanics. This formula is one for failure, as I feel the game mode will fail to stand out in the battle royale landscape. This is especially true given the current battle royale market and the fact that Firestorm will be behind a paywall, assuming EA doesn't pull a mind-blowing move by making the battle royale free to play. From the trailer to the utter lack of game-defining features, Firestorm is adding up to be a disappointment, if it ever releases. We still don't have any official word from EA about Firestorm, even though it's supposed to launch this month. We also saw a few days ago that the most recent Battlefield update had been delayed, so it's possible EA is behind on their patches and in-game content due to them trying to push out Firestorm optimized and on time. I'm sure after this leak, EA will make some sort of announcement regarding the game's release, so hopefully that will provide us with some additional information and hopefully a release date. All we can do is hope my speculations are wrong, and that the trailer was only but an early version of Battlefield's Battle Royale mode. Anyway, that will do it for this video. Make sure you hit like, click, or tap that subscribe button to become the heart of this gaming channel, and be a part of the conversation in the comments below by telling everyone how you feel about the leaked Firestorm trailer. And for more gaming analysis, news, reviews, and opinions, stay here on Ash Heart. And as always, thanks for watching.